see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hokies offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically, Kyron Drones has all the tools. When you think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami and they get that win, maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a special talent. He's got to be more consistent.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to throw, it's King. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw on the previous play. Now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. Catch in the middle. It's Rutherford. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the deep.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They grab the early lead.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Back to throw, it's Drones. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll run play action. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's a heat. Finds his man. It's Rutherford. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. Makes a man miss.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, we know that when the quarterback's throwing out-breaking routes, timing has to be so critical and important. When the target turns around, the ball's got to be right there, and we just didn't see it on that play.
Got it in the middle, it's Rivers. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm fine you.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's King. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. RPO complete to open the drive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Stewart. Still running at the 40. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the Hokies are rolling down the field. He'll do it himself. Spins away from the defender. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The Hokies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Takes a handoff. It's Stewart. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quick spin on the run. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Caught behind the line. It's Green. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking downfield, it's Drones. Fires to the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. The official says no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the run, it's Haynes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very...
Looking deep down the right side. It's him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll keep it himself. Makes one man miss. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads, read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender. And they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one...
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat. And it makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Grab near the marker. It's Green. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Looking to pass. It's Drones. Quickly to the tight end. Runs through the tackle. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Hokies want to crank the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. They'll send out the kicker here. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Pulls it in. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Rivers.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Good timing on the quick out. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Fires left. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Throwing right. Makes a connection. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to...
Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And a really nice job understanding, I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Back to pass, it's Drones. Just a short pass to the tight end. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The play action fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's got it. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in the game, more or less in the first half.
He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pocket breaking down. Caught near the sticks. It's Haynes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up for the 1st and goal. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. There he goes! Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Drones. That's reeled in, it's Selden. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Green. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Green. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary response, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line. That'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stockton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And the Yellow Jackets just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He'll do it himself on the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's King. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. That's a live ball. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. The option look. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. They go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Groves. Makes the catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Pulls and fires complete. He's loose. There he goes. Tag. Touchdown, Hokies. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted, one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Goes to the option. Powers through the defender. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's got it, and he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Looking for a man. It's Drones. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. It's a seam wide open. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. He's loose. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Quick pass on the jet motion. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Right on the money. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. Bringing the heat. With the catch, it's Hosnick. Runs through a tackle. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's King. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's first down from the 11. Wants to throw on first down. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Trying to make magic with his feet. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air, it's King. Under fire. He fires a bullet to the right. Picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Trying to escape and get lots of running room. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Gonna let it fly. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. To the air, it's Kane. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff,